Hi guys, well welcome back to Allotment Diggers. Well, in this episode we've got a lot of stuff to show you. I don't even know where to start. I was laid down here this morning and I looked up and there's a bloody buzzard hovering over the top of me. I thought, hey up, he must think it's dinner. Anyway, we managed to grab the camera off the stand in a roundabout fashion, and I managed to get a couple of quick shots of this bird. Now you've got to remember it's 600 foot up in the air and it's moving at speed, so we managed to get it into focus. So I've got a couple of little snippets, so you're going to see what this bird, it is like I say, a buzzard. So have a look at this. Well guys, I don't know if you can see that up there. It's a buzzard flying over the top of my allotment. Absolutely awesome. It's very hard to keep track of it actually. It's diving over the trees, little bugger. But you can see it's just going over the trees now. There is two of these buzzards on the allotments, and it's a pretty awesome sight to see, and I hope I actually caught that then, but it's gone over the trees now. As you can see, here's my plot, and let's prove the point. Yeah, it's pretty awesome there. It's going over that way now, going towards Bay of Moldham. I know where he's heading back home. What happens is there's a mate of mine at Bay of Moldham lets his buzzards take off from Old Hospital. They fly over Old Hospital, and what they do, they scare all the pigeons away from the hospital, and then they heads over to Bay of Moldham, which is in that direction. Oh, it's a bloody big plane there. Must be about 400-500 feet up. It's not very high. No, it's about 1,000 feet actually. You get lower and lower them every single year. But yeah, that was awesome, that buzzard. Anyway, that ain't a buzzard. That looks like a 737 or something like that. So as I've been telling everybody for years, the buzzards do fly over the top of the allotments. We're right in the heart of Salford, okay, West, and these buzzards flying over. How cool's that? Right. Where do we continue on the birds theme, or do we? Oh, might as well. About 3 days ago, I was walking onto the allotments, and there's this little pigeon on the floor, baby pigeon, lost. Nothing wrong with it. It can fly. It flew onto the shed. I got a bit of my bacon butter, and I threw it to it. It flew down, ate it, and I went over to my car, locked my car up after shutting the gates, and I continued to walk down the path, and my mate Bernie said, hey, you got someone following you there, mate. I turned around and this baby pigeon's walking up the path behind me. So we're looking at it, talking about it, and I said, anyway, I can't stick around here, I'm going to go and open the shed up in the greenhouses. Yeah, I gets onto my plot and it turns round and it's behind me again. Anyway, we threw a load of food on the floor and around the feeders. In fact, there's a wood pigeon now sat on the arch looking at me. And anyway, we threw. So it saw me throw it on the floor. It was straight on it and started eating it. Then it flew up onto the shed. And for the last few days, it's been here. It decided to disappear this morning, straight over towards Lee. Anyway, as I was saying, I was feeding it mealworms and what have you, and it come right up to me, and I give it in its, fed it like, and I picked it up, and I think I might have shocked it, scared it when I picked it up, but it was, it come to me anyway. I was stroking it, and it wasn't bothered about me picking it up, and we give it a couple of strokes. Anyhow, I put it on top of the shed because there's a lot of cats around here, and this stupid thing's walking around like it's not couldn't care less. So it was just going to be a meal for the cat. Anyway, we put it on top of the shed, and well, I actually got a clip of him. I'm stroking it in my hand, so you're going to see this little rat with wings. and you'll see it on top of the shed a bit later on. So let me show you this
guys.
now.
Look what's joined me here. This little pigeon is lost. Hey, he can fly. Not wrong with him. He's just lost, and he's if he hangs around here for too long, he's gonna get eaten by a cat, unfortunately. We get them from time to time, and anyway, I just walked up and picked him up. He's been running around my plot all morning. He's feeding, you know, he's drinking. It's just I think he's lost actually, and I'm the first friend he's found, aren't I? Hey? First friend and found. You can see he's absolutely whacked out here. I don't know if he's going to survive, but he shouldn't fear me anyway. I'll put him on top of the shed where he's going to be safe. But yeah, he's been walking around my plot for the last three or four days, and every time I've come up he flew away. Although this morning he walked over to me, I put some food in my hand, and he took it, and as you can see, here he is. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put him onto the roof now. Sorry about this camera work, guys, it's a bit dodgy, but there he is. So there he is. I'm going to put him up here. Get up there, you bugger. Where's he gone? He's probably flew off the other bloody side. There he is. He can fly, guys. Don't let him kid you. He can actually fly, but he's very tired. He's only a baby as well. So there you go, that was the pigeon. We've had a couple of them, racing pigeon a few years back, and I nursed that back to health, and it took off, and that was the last we saw of that. But yeah, it could fly. It was just lost really, and very lonely. Anyway, it's gone now. So well, I've not seen it since. It might come back. I don't know. It might be somewhere. It might be. You never know with these things. But it shot off over the trees, and well, they don't really bother to come back, do they, when they do that? So anyway, that was that little rat with wings. So what we've been doing on the plot, well, we replaced all the planters, what run down the centre of the plot. We've took all the insides of the planters and put them into the new ones, but before we did that we needed to drill the holes. But anyway, let me show you these planters to start off with.
Today these are the planters that I'm going to be using to go down the centre of the allotment, but first things first, I have to drill some holes in the bottoms of these. So I've got my drills there, so I'm going to just start drilling them now. So be right back, folks. I'll set the camera up and show you what we're doing.
So they're the planters, and then we got the drill out and we drilled these holes into them.
Well, very last one, then that's all 10, all got holes in them for drainage. equally spaced. All we've got to do now is get the other planters and start sorting them all out.
So we got the drainage in, then we started to take the contents out of the old planters and put them into the new ones. So let me show you doing that.
What we've done, we've taken all the soil and all the bulbs, and we put them into here. You can see here. And now what we're going to do now is pile in the soil right up to the top. Next year they'll come up. Absolutely be awesome. What we're doing, like I say, this is a process. We've done about 6 of them, maybe 8 of them now. But what we're doing, we're just going to add some compost. So let me stick this back on the tripod. Bit of a knit one pearl one here at the moment. Right, so got that on the tripod. Where have I put my compost? Right, it's behind me. And so this is a bag of compost that I had there. I'm just gonna press it all down. And what we will do, we'll put the sunflowers directly into here. So that's what we're doing at the moment. We've got a bit of a conveyor belt of these planters going on. So I'm not going to bore you to death. I just thought I'd show you just how I'm going to do them. 3 sunflowers, and I think they'll look really good ones to do.
So we got them all in a line down the centre. 10 of them we got. It cost me 10 quid. I think it was £1 each or something like that for each one of them. So it was a bargain. And we used the clover multi-purpose to top them all up. And the reason why we changed them is because the other ones have had them for 5 years, and the UV rays have basically turned the plastic to like powder. You grab hold of them and the pieces snap off. So that's the reason we replaced them, because some of them was falling to bits. Anyway, we've left them on the gift table for anyone who wants them. There's some good ones there. They want all rubbish, but I thought we might as well keep them all the same. So I decided to put some sunflowers in them. Now, when I say sunflowers, these are called Little Leo, and they're a dwarf sunflower. They only grow half a metre high, sorry. And we put 3 or 4 seeds in each pot. Anyway, we did 30. Well, actually, we did about 40 pots of these Little Leo. So we did enough to do to put 3 of these pots in each of the planters, because this is what we already thought this out, what we were going to do. So here I am now putting a few of these Little Leo in, and I decided to put some canes in as well to give them support, because what was happening was it was blowing a gale and it was blowing them over. So we've tied them up with some this felt what we've got, and well, let me show you.
Well, these Little Leo are a little slightly bit more bigger than the other ones, but it's nice root ball there. We actually put 5 seeds per pot, so you know there's a couple come up in this one, but and a couple in this one. And they look pretty awesome when they come up as well. Lovely colours. There's the first of the.
This is the new planters which we've got in, and the other side of that arch there mirrors these.
And what we've done is stuck these Little Leo sunflowers in. I've just put these in to keep them upright because it's been very windy today and they're blowing all over in the wind. So it'll take them a couple of days to get established. But yeah, we're going to put some marigolds in here as well. Put 3 marigolds in along, so that's 15. I need 30 marigolds. I've got plenty of marigolds.
Anyway, I decided then to put some marigolds in. So here's me putting a few marigolds into each of the planters. Yep, they're looking absolutely awesome, these. Look even better in a few weeks' time.
We've got the marigolds in as well, so you got the little Leo sunflowers, which grow to about, what, 500 millimetres high, and then you got these crackerjack marigolds. They grow to about 300 milli. So we've gone all the way down. They put 3 in each of these planters, and same again, we've mirrored on the opposite side, and we give them a good water, and we'll come back later on when it gets darker, and we'll give them another watering, so they don't, they don't dry out, and I think they'll be good to go. These, we'll get some beautiful flowers out of these later on in the year. So yeah, the planters have all been taken care of now, so I can move on to bigger things, I think. So there you go, they've all got marigolds in, they've all got sunflowers, and they've all got the original bulbs, which will come back next year as well. So we don't have to worry about them. We give them a good watering, they're good to go, and we'll just keep watering them. Best time, first thing in the morning, last thing in the evening, to water them. But you don't want to let your planters dry out. And we put some loam in the bottom as well. The loam is what we got off the when we sieve the clover multi-purpose. You get like a woolly stuff. Well, that is fantastic for retaining the moisture in your hanging basket. So it's perfect for putting in the bottom of the planters as well, because it keeps the moisture. So when you're complaining about all these bits in the clover compost, it's in there for a reason. I was talking to one of the main men, Andrew, and he was telling me about what it is, and it retains water. So when it says multi-purpose, it's okay, it's fantastic for seeds, which I use it for, but it's also fantastic for planters as well. So, and that's the reason why it's in there. So when you see bits, and you keep going on about the bits, and you say, oh, there's loads of bits in it, well, that's what it is. Don't throw it away, put it in your planters or your hanging baskets. It's perfect for that, it retains the moisture. So anyway, all the planters have been taken care of now. So the next job was to put the wigwams up for the runner beans. So let me show you the runner beans first, what we're going to be putting up these wigwams.
All these beans are ready for going out. They get quite tall. And we did these the 13th of the 4th when we sold them. We got the red rum runner beans, which are these ones here, and the ones at the back are called Supermo runner beans, or Supermo Bartlett beans, and that's these ones there. So at the back. So there's 2 varieties of beans, and as you can see, this one's about 2 foot tall. So we need to start thinking about taking these out of here. So that's the next thing we need to do. And they look pretty healthy. You wouldn't have thought they fell off the shelf in the front greenhouse. All of them come crashing to the ground, but they survived and they look okay. So these will be going out up the wigwams very shortly.
So the wigwams are in the runner beans are in the greenhouse for the moment. We don't want to put them out just yet. We had a frost last night, and my mate lost a lot of the tops off his potatoes. Now I've got mine covered with fleece, so I was okay, and I actually covered me strawberries as well with fleece, so they was okay. And it's going to be the same thing tonight. That's what we've already put the fleece on them to protect them. But we don't want to go putting the runner beans out, because any sign of frost, they just melt and they'll die, and we don't want to be having to start them again. So they're still in the greenhouse. They're quite tall as well. They're about 2 foot tall, if not more. But we shouldn't have a problem getting them to grow up, these wigwams. So let me show you me now doing these wigwams. We had to sacrifice a couple of plant pots to complete the wigwam. So I'm going to show you me what we did while talking about the plant pots, what we did
with the plant pots and why we need plant pots to build the wigwams. I'll show you me doing the wigwams. Hi guys, well, I'm just cutting the tops off these, the bottoms off these plant pots, okay? And you're probably wondering why the hell would you do that? Well, to be quite honest with you guys, I'm going to be using these to put on me runner beans. They're the top of the wigwams. So that's what I'm doing anyway. We've got 2 now, so that's all I need. 2 to do the job. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to get out there, we're going to crack on, and we're going to put these wigwams together. So there we go. We're going to try and start these wigwams, and this is the container that we use to get the round circle. And well, the canes are just over there, and well, we need 8, so let's start it. Okay, so we've got the shape of the wigwam. So now we lift this out. Yes, bang it on his head, knock his brains out. That really hurt. I can tell you. Just nearly knocked my bloody head off, guys. I didn't realise just how heavy that was. Right, so they're the canes. They're all different sizes and shapes. There's one a little bit smaller there, so we're going to have to replace that one. I didn't realise it was small, but take that one out. There we go. Now the way to do it . There you go, that's as easy as that. That's how you do a wigwam, and it takes about 3 minutes if you use your wolf and use the bottoms of the pots. Anyway, I'm going to crack on because I'm going to put the other wigwam up now. You can't really make the wigwams out there, but like I say, they're in. The wigwams are in. So that's one less job to do, and we can start putting some sweet corn in there as well, and we won't be putting the runner beans in until probably the middle of next week. Like I say, I want to get the last days of May out if I can. Anyway, we've got the wigwams in, that's the main thing. So there you go, we cut the bottom out, and them holes, these perfect size for sitting on the canes. Yes, we did drop the barrel on my head. Dropped a few things like that on my head over the years, so it's not done no permanent damage. Pack it in. Anyway, so we got the 2 wigwams in, and as I was saying about the frost last night, we've just before I started filming here, we've covered the strawberry bed with some fleece.
Just popped down to cover my strawberries up. Here on the TV it's going to be a bit of a frost tonight, so I'm not taking no chances. It's took me 6 months to get these strawberries, to rear them from runners, and they're absolutely chock-a-block with flowers, and the last thing I need is a frost to wipe them all out. So this is preemptive really. I just put a fleece over the top of them to protect them. I take it first thing in the morning, I take them off. All it is, it's a couple of canes. It's the wrapped either end with the cane, and we just use a brick to anchor the cane down, and tomorrow morning move the brick to the side, roll the fleece up, and if it's going to be a cold one tomorrow, we'll do the same thing. If there's not going to be a frost, well, we don't have to put it on, but we're taking precautions at this time of year. Last thing, like I say, we want to see all the strawberries wiped out in one night. So there we go, strawberries tucked up for the night, along with the potatoes.
And what it is, it's a couple of canes wrapped round the ends, the fleece, and then we've used bricks to hold it down so it doesn't blow away, and it just protects them from that frost, the evening frost, early morning frost, and it just takes that edge off. You don't want to come on tomorrow morning and see all your strawberries all black in the middle, because they're no good. If they're black in the middle, that's it, they're ruined. So, and that's frost what does that. If you've got some fleece, cover them. It's going to be particularly cold this next couple of days. Temperatures are going to drop right down, so you will get frost. So take precautions when you're putting your you put all the effort into producing your strawberries. So you want to protect them before, otherwise you're going to end up with none. So the other thing I want to show you is we found 2 bags of spuds in the shed. So there was some Cara and some Swift. Now I've got some 43 litre buckets there, so I thought we'll stick 4 seed potatoes in each of them. So I'm going to do 2 buckets of each. Again, we're using the clover multi-purpose, and again, that clover's it's got bits in it, and it's perfect for retaining moisture. And that's what you want with buckets. You want the compost to hold the moisture, not for it to just drain out of it and go bone dry. You want it to keep as much moisture as you possibly can to get you better spuds, really. So yeah, I've got a clip here, me actually setting these buckets up, and I think we went through about nearly 3 bags of clover compost to fill 4 buckets. So 75 litre bucket bags, and well, here we go. This is me setting my stall out for these other 4 buckets.
Nice. Well, I just found a couple more bags in the shed for these Cara and these Swift, and they chitted pretty well. So what I'm going to do, I've got 4 buckets here. These are bigger buckets. These are about 40 litre buckets, and what I'm going to do is put 4 seed potatoes in each of these, and see what happens. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to start topping the buckets, putting the compost using clover.
So let's get the bags open. Right, in goes the Bromo. Give it a good mixing. Right, so what I'm doing now, I'm just mixing the Bromo up. So I've got all the Bromo mixed up now. I'm going to do the bags now. I'm going to put 4 in each of these buckets because they're really big buckets. So some nice chits there, look at them chits. So, like I say, we're going to put 4 in. Put them deep down because the trick is you want them to grow all the way up the bucket. So I'm going to continue doing this. Right, so there we go. We put 4 in. I'm going to do the other bucket with the Swift. Then we're going to top them up. So I'll continue doing this, and I'll be right back, folks. It's a long way down to get this water to penetrate, so we water them here now. I know there's plenty of water around the tubers, that's why we're doing this. So I'm just going to top them up. Okay, I've got a couple more bags to do this.
So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to get another bag and put that on the top. I've got another bag in the other greenhouse, so we can just top them up a little bit more, give them another watering, and then they're good to go. So there we go, guys. Just put a bit more grow more on the top. Give them one more last watering. And yep, doing a good soaking. So I'm going to stick these near the pond, and just on the path near the pond. They should be okay there. There you go, folks, that's the Swift and the Carver. So 19th it is today, so in they go. So I'm going to give the rest of these away to a couple on the plot, just a little bit further up on the allotments. He's not there at the moment, but I'm going to take him up. Well, there's his wife anyway, so I'm just going to walk up and give him. Like I say, I can't use anymore, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with them. So I've got what I want. I put 4 seed potatoes in each of these big buckets, and we'll see what we get at the end of it. Anyway, we give the rest of the potatoes to a young Polish couple a few plots down. I thought, you know, why not? Can't use them, so give them away and make someone else happy. So that's what we did, and as you saw me there, I was just piling in that water, really soaking them buckets, and them potatoes will thank me for it at the end of the day. We've got them just at the side of the pond, not in the way, so let me show you where we've actually put them. The 2 Swift and the 2 Carter are in the final places, for the time being anyway. 4 seed potatoes, so we used just some grow more and the clover compost multi-purpose
in 40 litre buckets. So we'll come back to these and see how they're going in a few weeks' time. But I don't think we'll have to worry about frost with these, that's for sure.
So they're nice and safe, and you know, they're not going to be in the way where they are, and yeah, it's all systems go. We'll be putting the canes in for the tomatoes in the greenhouse next. We've got a lot of stuff in this greenhouse what needs to go out as well. We're going to be growing tomatoes outside as well as in the greenhouse. Like I say, I want to grow as much as I possibly can, because I do give a lot of this, the stuff that I grow, I give it a lot of it to the old people in the street and all my friends, you know. So the more I grow, more people I make happy, don't I? So anyway, that's the idea of growing more. So the only thing I need to show you now is this. I want you to see if you can identify this bird for me. Now I think it is. I think it's a nightingale or one of the warbler family. I would have normally just gone onto the RSPB site, typed in a few parameters, and it would have given me the answer, but it's not working for me. So I know there's a lot of you Twitters watch my videos, because I do post videos on all the different varieties of birds which come to my plot. Now this is a new species of bird which has actually come onto my plot today. Oh, so you know, I think I'm about 40 odd species of birds that's visited my allotment plot over the years. So we are totaling them up and adding them up, and we've had some beautiful birds come on here. Just recently was the goldcrest, and that still comes on here. There's a pair of them, so I see that quite regular, and I've got wrens nesting in my cupboards and what have you. So you know, we do keep seeing these different birds, and I have actually got another bird, a tiny little finch. What I want you to identify, but I've put the bloody video down, the clip down, and to be quite honest with you, I can't find that clip at the moment. But when I do, that's something else I want you to identify. But have a look at this bird now and tell me what you think. I think it's the nightingale.
It's so camouflaged. Right, yeah. New species of birds, guys. And I can't figure out where he is. It's just about there he is. Is that him? I wonder what he is. I can't tell what he is. It's like a nightingale or something like that. Oh, you little bugger. He's still there. Hang on. Come back out of touch. I've no idea what he is. I can't really make him out. I'm blind as a bat, you see. He could be a nightingale. I'm not too sure what the hell he is. We'll find out when I get home. Yep, we'll find out when we get home. Isn't it beautiful? Get a new species of bird to me plot. And just like that, he's gone. He was in the apple tree there on the middle of the plot. How cool's that?
So there you go. What do you think it is, guys? Leave your comments below. Let me know what you think about what we've been doing today. And again, thanks for subscribing to the channel and hitting that thumbs up button. And some of your messages are absolutely awesome. I get a couple of good giggles there from time to time. A lot of laughs there from you all. And like I say, if you've got a question, leave us a comment, and if I can help you, I will do. But yeah, I'm going to just sit here for the next half hour and just enjoy this sunset, the sun dropping over the Ardine, and then I'm going to head off home and try and get this video up as fast as I can. So that's it for this one today, guys. I know it's a long one, but you know, we've got a lot to do, and we still got a lot to do. The tomato canes in the greenhouses are probably going to be next. So goodbye for now.